Morning up here in Morgan County, one of my 2 or 3 go-to spots. This is where I had the hog flag 3 weeks ago. Haven't been up here. We'll head on down. Kind of funny, I was here that a couple weeks ago, and my back's been kind of hurting, and so I'll show you my panning station in a second. This is where I started here way over a year ago, the first time I was here. Again, I always try to keep track of the numbers, but that's my first hole. It was a lot bigger. It's almost all filled in. Yield there is about 0.6 of a gram per yard. I dug a little over a half a yard out of there. So that was my first hole, and I've been digging along here. Here's my panning station. This is sort of almost a permanent panning station. So I've been digging back up behind me. I had a video up before where I was digging across this channel, and then about 30 feet down or so, right about in there, I dug a big hole. But I just stood here. There's a nice little pinch point, good place to put a little dam up for panning. And so last time I was here, I just couldn't carry material up or down the creek, so I decided to just basically start digging behind me right in my panning station. And lo and behold, I started pulling out the best gold I've found here. Been right under my feet the whole time. So it's kind of tricky. I got a little shelf up there that's about 10 inches deep. And then the last time I was here, I moved quite a bit of dirt out of here, about 18-20 buckets out of here. And so got a hole big enough now that I can do some sub-sampling. I pulled a really nice picker out of here. It was just about a 10 mesh, but thick. Most of the gold here is really, really small, so I was kind of excited. I was finally starting to pick up some decent flakes right in here. If you could be able to see, there's the wall I've been working. This is about 2 feet deep. Going to solve a couple. Decided to shoot this before I muddy it up, but again, this is a really handy spot. Right there's the road. I'll do some sub-sampling, a little bit over to left, center, and right. See if I can pick up a good line. And just keep working this up, and hopefully it'll stay good. We'll see. It's nice taking a look now, because this is the last time today I'll be able to see it. Another mystery I want to solve today is the bedrock issue here. I've dug deep, again, like I said, about 3 different holes here. Now, each of those holes took me 2 or 3 trips to dig. I mean, it takes a long time to dig a hole like this. But I get down to a really, really dense clay, and with garden tools, it's just too hard to get through that. But I was still like, I'm not sure if I'm really on bedrock or not. So I'm going to try to punch down far enough to, even if it is clay that I can't pan really, I want to know what's on the bottom here. If it's a false bedrock layer, we'll see. So we're going to get digging here, and I know I'll get some gold. Hopefully I'll get a nice flake to show you today. We'll see. I've done about 6 buckets. Again, I just went left, middle, and right. And it's pretty clear the gold's hanging close over there to the shore. Did 5 gallons right here and got almost nothing. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays heading up here. Basically, if that stays tight, it's going to take me right into the tail end of this next little gravel bar here. The channel's just to the right. I'm betting the gold line is going to turn right and basically go. If you want these small creeks, basically you get right in the center of the channels where you're going to pick up your best gold. Let's take a look. I had a better pan a minute ago. This is just the last pan. Take a quick look. We got some sun up now, so I'll take a few gold pictures. A couple of nice, just I call them pepper, right there. If that will, I think that's focused. Right there. There's a nice little peppery flakes, heavy pepper. So Alright, hope I get another one of those. Want to get a picker today. Alright, hang on for the picker. About lunchtime. Of course, I got this is I finished 3 classified buckets. It's about 339 unclassified. Here's the nicest flake. Of course, this is in the last bucket here. Last scoop. And now we're getting a nice flake there. That's a low. Yeah, like that. That's a good. That's a 15, about a 15 probably. But all right, I'm gonna get some lunch and get back to it. All right, getting frustrated on this bucket. This first bucket after lunch has 1 classified, about 2.5 to 3 unclassified buckets. And I was working under close to the shore. Oh, there's a rotten log along there. I'm trying to get down to bedrock. Man, I've been going through this bucket and there just hasn't been almost nothing. And then I'm about 3/4 of the way through that bucket. And out pops this. Here's the flake, probably of the day. Come on, look at that thing is close to a quarter of an inch. There you go. It's thin, but I'm going to call that an Indiana picker. So last 3 trips I've gotten a good flake. This is the longest one. It's kind of narrow. It is thin. It's got a little depth to it, but that's a nice flake. All right. Get coffeeed up here and dig some more. Yeah, it's about 3 in the afternoon. We're going to head out of here. Maybe go to Martinsville, stop at Starbucks, give myself a cup of coffee and relax a little bit. Just going to do one more test pan. I just dug a little test hole downstream a little bit. Always like one last pan before I go. Don't expect there'll be anything or much in there. Got a few nice pieces today. I'll put all the gold together from the last 3 trips. That's over almost 2 months. Again, I get up here about every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. I think did pretty good. Just getting that 1 or 2 nice flakes a day makes the day. So I'll figure out how much I've taken out of here. I got a nice hole here. This is, I don't have a tripod. I jump in that. That thing's up over my knees now. So we all like our big holes. So there's a big hole. Alright, see you later. Bye. So there's the cleaned up gold from the last 3 trips. Weighed it up. It was 0.45 gram. And I dug almost just a hair less than a yard. So we'll call it 4.5 grams per yard. In that section of the creek. I actually thought it might be a little more because I was picking up bigger flakes, but I was picking up a lot fewer small ones than I usually do. So I was getting excited about, you know, I got some, again, for this creek, this is the biggest stuff I've found. So, but again, the small stuff dropped off, sort of balances out. So I'm averaging anywhere from about 4.5 grams to, or I'm sorry, 0.4 grams. To earlier when I started there, about another spot was actually better at 0.6 grams. So about gold everywhere there though. So anyhow, there you go. See ya.